And also my man, my right man, my right hand man, Mkhulu Sishi's here. Hey, that was like gay. My man.
So, we are back, and I can clarify that I'm definitely not his man. Today we decided we're going to go live and translate people's dreams. There's a whole lot that you guys have been inboxing me. Then in the dream is trying to say that your grandfather is fighting something that these people are doing. It could be black magic. Now, him seeing himself fighting them and killing them means that whatever he does in fighting back, he will be victorious.
Yeah.
Someone watching us.
Yeah.
As an old man here. She aborted years ago. She was never cleansed. He says it was wrong what you did, but they forgave you for the abortion. But please get cleansing and do iladi to name the child so that things can flow again once again in your life. Because he says you suddenly have realized that there's things that have slowed down in your life. They are not moving forward. Please go and get cleansed, Coco. They are not judging you. They are okay, but they just wish for you to be cleansed. So,
Sanbonani, Dumelang, Afsheni. I'd like to welcome you to another exciting episode of Spirit Matters. It's your boy, Upolo Mahlasela Ohlaso Omidu Mabele, Sijamotleka Meleng. And thank you for joining us. But you're not alone. I'm also with Omalwande. I'm also with Ompo, our ghost lady. And I'm also with Ubuhle. And also my man, my right man, my right hand man, Mkhulu Sishi's here. Hey, that was like gay. My man.
Sanbonani, usishilo. Ngwaba umathendra uba ikhulu ngihamba nogoba amajanga samahle ombambo omakesa ngobisi ngithembe ukuthi ni right ekhaya, and the police has said we are back, and I can clarify that I'm definitely not his man. So yeah, I hope we're gonna have a good episode. Today we decided we're gonna go live and translate people's dreams. There's a whole lot that you guys have been inboxing me. And because of time constraints, I haven't been able to cover. It's not that I don't want to. So like I've explained before, I have a day job. I work during the day. I do readings at night. And on weekends, I take people to the river and I do readings. Most readings are packed on weekends and holidays.
Yeah.
So sometimes there's no time to go through everything. We have been toying with an idea of getting an assistant. In God's grace, we hope that that will happen, and hopefully I can get someone to assist, because even my WhatsApps are still packed, and my wife even steps in now and she tries to help me with my WhatsApp. She even now knows how to translate dreams a bit. She just says, "Oh, I think this one means this, right?" And I'm like, "Yes, you're correct. Tell them that's what it means." So we just want to take maybe 30, 45 minutes to try and translate your dreams, because I don't want you guys to think we don't pay attention to you guys.
For sure.
Thank you.
Sure. And also, we'd like to say thank you for helping us reach 2,000 subscribers.
Oh, yeah. On YouTube. Yes.
Thank you for that one. We are growing slowly but surely. I think because of the growth, now the sabotages. Right? Yeah. But it's fine.
No, the devil will try his luck, eh?
For sure. Like there was even one like this comment that we did. Like there was a comment on the episode that we did, episode 18. The lady was like, "I don't know why this podcast is not growing the way in which it should, because it's so powerful and stuff like that." Yeah. And I got to think about that for a second. I was like, it's very true. But through the grace of God, we're not going to toil for this one. Through God, we'll be successful.
So
for sure.
Yeah.
And thank you so much. Again, as it's culture here at Lanekaya, please drop down your location of where you are watching this episode. Maybe drop down your flag if you're watching this out of South Africa. But if you're within South Africa, just mention your location. I want us to start creating a culture where maybe we read some of the comments when the episode starts and we get there. But we like to say thanks to our family from Vector Online
Yes.
for sponsoring this episode.
Yes.
They have been so kind in helping us, at least, try to get the equipment and the facilities of where we are shooting. We are trying so hard. It's really hard to run a podcast, to keep the lights on and everything.
Yeah.
But thank you to Vector Art, Vector Online, for helping us, with running the like the podcast. I'm sorry about that. So Vector Online, if you're wondering what is it about, it's essentially, but Mkhulu, like, you can tell us more about it.
Yeah. Vector Online is a brainchild of me and my little brother.
Sure.
It is a ISP reseller that is in partnership with Access and AfriHost. We help people with Wi-Fi and fiber needs.
Yes.
For their internet at home. We also help companies with ADSL. We also help companies with web hosting and VoIP. There's quite a lot. Our website is www.vector-online.co.za. www.vector-online.co.za. You can send me a WhatsApp if you have any questions. But even on the website, there's also my little brother's number. We're still growing. We're still very young, but there's quite a demand there for people to bridge the digital divide.
Oh, sure, man. And also another shout out to laroyal.co.za for also sponsoring this episode. La Royale is an online store that sells sneakers and perfumes. All your essentials, you can find them there. But they're also running a special, Mkhulu, I forgot to tell you. They are offering our viewers, those who watch the podcast.
Yes.
All right. We need to find a name of what we call our viewers.
Our viewers.
Yeah, we need to find a name. I trust them Pokins help us with the name. But if you can go right now on La Royal, go there right now, and if you're looking to buy maybe a sneaker or a perfume, and then by the time you pay, they're offering a discount of 20%.
Nice.
If you use the code Spirit Matters 20.
Yeah.
So it's Spirit Matters 20. You'll get 20% off.
One word, Spirit Matters.
Yes, Spirit Matters 20. So it's like in whatever way, like, you can write it, whether in caps lock or small letters, just Spirit Matters 20. You'll get your 20% off on all your purchases when you go to La Royale.
Nice.
So go to laroyal.co.za and find yourself your favorite sneaker. You find them there. Without any further ado, let's dive into it, Mkhulu. Today we are translating dreams, and I was just
So these dreams are in my inbox. So we're not going to mention people's names for privacy.
Yeah.
Paul is just going to read, and then I'm going to do my best to translate the issues.
Sure.
Because some of them are very private and some of them are very personal.
For sure.
So there's a first one there that we found.
Yes, sir. So we have
no names.
No names. Sorry about that. Anonymous is saying, "Hi, can you please interpret this dream for me? I dreamt about my late sister getting married, and in the ceremony, she was explaining why she did what she did. She committed suicide."
Okay. There's another line there at the bottom.
And then in the dream, she was also saying she's not dead. We buried a rod.
Yeah. So I did a video on dreams on marriage. Usually a dream that you dream of marriage normally it foretells death that's coming, but it doesn't always foretell death. Being married means you're going to the next step in life. So it could also be that there's something big that's coming for you. Also, if utwasa or initiation, you will dream of wedding or marriage, because we normally say siyaklanganisa you and your ancestor, the leekpete, or you and your angel that you walk with. So then you will dream of marriage. But in this instance, the sister has passed already. But the sister here is dreaming of her getting married. And then in the dream, she says to her that she's not really dead. They actually buried a rod. I request that this lady or a guy, I'm not sure, that put this up to get help, consultation, so that we can connect with the ancestors and spirit guides to find out what's going on, because this is definitely a message from the person that has passed on saying that they didn't die. This could possibly mean, and I'm not giving an answer here because I would have to do a reading. This possibly means that there's something called uktwebula, where they steal your spirit, your soul, and use it. But people at home will think you're dead, and you're not dead. And usually when they use it, when they do it, because the first question that should come to mind is, how can I not recognize my own sister in the coffin? So they will use a creature that is able to shapeshift. People in the olden days, because Twebula Indendala, people used to say there's umuti that you need to get herb and have like some sort of needle and prickle the body of the person who the person who has been whose spirit has been stolen. Other signs that you see, they say if you prickle that creature will wake up and your relative will come home. But there's also herbs there that are used. So other things that you will notice with someone that was treacherous, they normally bleed a lot even after death. And their body temperature, dead body needs to get cold. But a person who's been treacherous usually gets warm and warmer and warmer. That doesn't make sense. Sometimes they sweat a lot and you see that there's like water coming out of them. And like, something is not right here. But you won't recognize from looking that you will think that this is your sister that has died. Can't you know they're not dead? So why do they do this? They do this so that they can make you into a zombie that will work for them and do their dark work for them. So your people at home will think you've died. That's why she says in the dream, you buried a rod, which means it wasn't me that you buried it. I'm not dead. I'm still alive. So people will do this. People are very evil. So they will do this to try and tinasi twechula. Twechula is a Zulu word, direct translation. It's like taking a photo of you. It's like twebula. Because when you take a photo of someone, you are taking their image and putting it in a piece of paper.
That's brilliant.
So that's what's happening there. So my suggestion, this is a message. This is clearly a message. She's using, usually dead people will use an imagery of death or funeral, but she's using a marriage, which means she's trying to say that I am not on the next level. I haven't crossed over. I am this side. Somehow, somewhere, she's been linked with some creatures. This side. So things are happening that are wrong. You will see that most family members will start to dream of this person, or sometimes people will report and they will say, hey, when I was at the taxi rank, I saw so and so, and I swear it was him, but he died, we buried him. And people will be like, what do you mean you saw so and so? No, I saw him. Others, it will be so obvious that dead person will keep coming to several relatives, telling them that, hey, I'm not dead. So this thing, your Twebula is there, it happens.
For sure.
So please, guys, go and consult and get help.
So essentially, if there's no help, like wherever you are, if Pitori, but do reach out to Mkhulu also, if you are around Johannesburg. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine. We can have a look at how we get help. But I know people who specialize in fixing this.
Awesome.
Yeah.
We have another anonymous. So guys, we are respecting people's names, because like we don't want to expose them. But either way, like when we say this name is Paul, there's so many Pauls in the world. So,
okay. All right. So we'll call this one Paul.
No.
Okay.
So we have another anonymous saying, I had a strange dream where my late mother and stepmother live in the old house again, and him and I haven't.
What do you mean him?
So okay, I had a strange dream where my late mother, and my stepfather. I'm sorry about that. And my stepfather lived in the old house again, and him and I aren't close. We've never been. I trust him, but he has taken care of me and still tries, I guess. I've asserted that our relationship is only financial.
Yeah.
Long story short, in a dream after drinking milkshake, he suggested that my phone fell and the inside splits, the inside software, I guess, broke. And I handed it to my mom with no care in the world. I've already accepted that I need to get a new one, which is fine, because I made a decision to take a break from weed, a present decision, right? In brackets, a present. So currently she's smoking, but at the current moment, she's made a decision not to smoke, right? Many present elements were in the dream. I handed my phone to my mother and woke up. I'm not from a traditional family, so I don't know how this works, who to go to or trust. So I'm trying my luck.
Okay, all right. So she dreamt that her late mom and her stepfather are at the old house.
Yeah.
Right. Then the stepfather handed her, or did she get the phone from the stepfather or something like that?
Yeah. So it's like once they're at the old house, she was drinking milkshake, and then the phone fell, and then it broke into pieces. Software and also the phone itself.
Right.
It broke into pieces.
Right.
But she said, no, it's fine, because I've made a decision to buy a new phone either way.
Anyways, yeah.
The relationship between her and the stepfather is only financially based.
Okay. And then at what point is she handing the phone to the mother? Remember, because that's important.
Yeah. So my phone fell and the inside split. The inside software broke. I handed it to my mom with no care in the world, because I've already accepted that I need to get a new one.
Okay. All right. So the phone represents connection with the ancestors, communication, right?
Yes.
She's seeing her mom in the old house with the stepfather, which means there is something that has something to do with progress that's not happening in this life.
Yes.
Things are going backwards, going to the old house, right? Now, she's drinking milkshake. Then I think there's a story behind the milkshake. I keep saying ublau because milk sort of has foam at the top. So there's something that this person needs to do that has something to do with amakobongo or something. Okay. That's what I keep getting a message on, that there's a message with the milkshake. But then the phone breaking, this is now the conversation and the her being able to communicate with the ancestors being broken apart, which means there's broken communication. She hasn't been partnering and connecting with the ancestors.
Yeah.
She's handing the phone to the mother because she needs to have a connection with the mother, which means ever since the mom passed away, she hasn't been connecting with her mom as an ancestor. But I'm also sensing something else about the phone breaking. I feel like this is a representation of two sides of the ancestors that are pulling sideways.
Yeah.
Hence the reason why she's like, it's okay, I'm going to buy a new phone anyways, which means she needs to start looking at ways of reconnecting with ancestors in a new way. Yeah. So overall, I feel like this dream is telling her about her path.
Yeah.
And her path probably has something to do with her connecting with her ancestors, which is lacking on her side. So the part about the milkshake could be ublau or any medicine that helps her connect with ancestors. So it could be she has a gift, either sangomahood or even prophecy. I'm not sure. I would have to do a reading deeper in that. She is also experiencing some psychological issues in there in terms of the relationship she has with her stepfather. Something is not right there. She needs to look into that and speak to a psychiatrist, because I'm sensing some sort of resentment towards the stepfather.
That's so true. Then another one, we have Queen. She's saying...
We're not using names.
Sorry. Sorry. Saying, Mkhulu, may you please help me understand these two dreams as they seem alike and came on the same night. Yeah. Firstly, I saw myself writing a test at home, a mathematical test. And back at school, I used to see it as a difficult subject, but in a dream seems easier, and I got answers right. As I was writing, my papers got lost. I looked everywhere, and my siblings helped me, but luckily I found them before waking up. Secondly, I got a call from my child's school saying I didn't submit a parental consent, but I did. They said maybe it got lost, then I'll have to submit it in writing before waking up. They called me saying they found it. Please help me understand.
Okay, all right. So this dream speaks about spiritual awakening, right?
Yes.
So she has gone through a very problematic part of the journey. There comes a point where in your spiritual journey, you don't know what to do. You don't know where to go. This is problematic because it can attack you from a financial sense, relationship sense, or just in general, there are things she's trying to solve in her life and she just can't solve them.
Yeah.
Now, she is doing a mathematical subject, sum, which she knows that she's not good in math, right? But in the dream, she was very good in it and she was solving.
Yeah.
So the dream is re-cementing to her that the power is within her. She must start trusting in herself. She must let go of the past fears and stop thinking that she's not going to win through this and she's not going to make it. She will definitely make it. Look at her writing maths and she's passing. That means that definitely she will solve this problem ultimately. And then she wakes up.
Yeah.
Again, the waking up part is telling her that she needs to wake up and be spiritually awakened. Then she looks for the papers that she wrote from the school, and they are lost. The fact that they are lost, it means she herself is lost spiritually. So she needs to find out why she's lost. I'm very fascinated by the fact that in the dream, she says her siblings helped her with whatever it is that made her feel lost. So there is some sort of role that her siblings or one of the siblings will help her with so that she gets to the point where she finds a path again. Look at the fact that the theme is around school. When we start to dream of school as spiritually gifted people, it's usually a point where the universe, God, your ancestors, your spirit guides are telling you that it's time now to go Uyo Twasa, initiation. Because when you go there, you learn, you go through a whole lot of spiritual learnings, and then you grow. That's why she's being tested right now. When she feels like she's writing a maths test, that's how difficult things are for her.
Perfect.
Yeah. So she asked her what to do. Sorry. So Mina, I normally say, Pasha, when you wake up in the middle of the night, there's a reason for that. They are trying to make you wake up, because what's important here is the connection with your ancestors and your spirit guides.
Yeah.
You can use candles. Normally a yellow and a blue candle normally help.
Yeah.
But she can use any candles that come to her. For example, the orange candle. Orange candle helps with being able to translate psychically the dreams that come through to you. She can use an orange candle as well, just for her to have clarity on what's happening. She can also use ublau, which is a plant that we use and we say shaya, and then in that form you eat it. It allows you to connect with your ancestors so that you can ask them and say, hey, I want to know, I get it, I need to go to Twasa, but where do I go? Because you can't just go anywhere.
Yeah.
What do I do in order for myself to grow spiritually and start living along the path that I was meant for? So it's connection. Another way is for her to go to consult. And then people like me, healers, we can connect with their ancestors and say, hey, this is what they're saying. Why haven't you been doing this? Most of the time, 9 out of 10 times, people who dream of school, they get to that point having gone through certain dreams that were more clear before.
Yeah.
You were shown amapai, you were shown a cloth to wear, you were shown ispiga to wear, you were shown which church to go to. You were shown Gucci, who's your Kobela, but you didn't do anything because you didn't know what to do.
Pay attention.
Now the pressure is on, things are tough, and you don't know what to do, but your dreams keep telling you that you need to go to school.
Yeah.
So what's on?
Mkhulu. Also to emphasize on how lost she is,
of course.
The school calls her and they're like, you didn't submit your report.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, submission.
Yes.
So the school calls you. That is a calling. Yes.
Perfect. So another message that we have from Anonymous, it's a dream. Say, Thokoza Mkhulu, please help me translate the dream I had last night. I dreamt wearing a wedding gown and asking my sister-in-law to hand me my ring, but I don't know who I was getting married to.
Okay, all right. Simple wedding dream. She was getting married to her ancestor or the spirit guide that works with her. That dream is foretelling what's coming. She needs to trust us.
Yes.
She's even asking for a ring. We wear the ring when we are submitting ourselves in terms of contractual. So you're like taking a contract with your spirit guides that this is what I'm going to do now. I'm committing myself to this.
Yes.
This is going to be my journey. Hence the reason why she asked for her ring.
Nice one. Yeah. That one is short and simple and nice. Yeah. I like it. Perfectly.
There's one here, but dreaming of a big, colorful snake on a rainy day. Then not far from my home, I'm seeing my car parked. Yeah.
Let's get it properly. Dreaming of a colorful snake on a rainy day.
Yeah, then not far from my home, I'm seeing my car parked.
Okay, not far from home, but I see my car parked. So maybe like she was, maybe that person was making her way to her house or his house. Yes.
Okay, so colorful snakes, big ones. Those are clear indications that you have a spiritual gift.
Yes.
The snake represents your healer spirit. Yes. It means it's your healer gift.
Yes.
So she is seeing that because it's being shown to her, this is what you have, this is what you were born with. People think snakes are evil. Snakes are not evil. What you do with the snakes can be evil,
for sure.
But snakes are not necessarily evil. So when you dream of them, even in the Bible, Moses had a snake, which was like that staff that he had.
Yes.
So it's normally presented to people that have a healer gift. In Hinduism, you will learn about Kundalini, which is the snake-shaped energy that sits at the bottom of your spinal cord that stretches and becomes open the more you grow. It's stretching and it's going through your chakras. You have your root, your solar plexus, your heart and your throat, as well as third eye and your crown chakra.
Yeah.
All of this is the same, guys, whether you're in Africa, whether you're in India, it's the same thing. So I'm trying to show you the commonalities, that a snake is your healing gift.
Sure.
It's colorful. I love that. It's giving you opportunities and it's telling you how colorful your life will be.
Oof.
And then it's showing you that right now your life is stagnant because look at the car.
Yes.
It's parked. If the car was going somewhere, I would have said it's a journey or it's showing progress. But she sees the car is parked. So that talks about you feeling stagnant, your life not going forward. It means that things are not going well. All you need to do, embrace that colorful snake. It's your gift, ma. You were born with it.
So you must go to us. Yeah, man, that one, I like it. It's very direct because of, I like that you highlighted a colorful snake. The moment you dream of dark snake, you should be worried.
Not necessarily.
Okay.
What I always teach people is look at your emotions.
Oh, how you felt.
How you felt. Yeah. If you saw the snake and you were scared, like usually that's not a good snake.
Okay.
Usually people will dream of a big snake and they will say, Mkhulu, Mina, in real life, I'm afraid of snakes. But that one, I was so calm around it.
Wow.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Others will say the snake was chasing me, but I wasn't necessarily scared, but I was running away. You know? Others will say the snake bit me. Ganti, the snake was marking you. You are the chosen one. Go high at home.
Okay.
Then there are those snakes that are making you scared and you can feel the atmosphere in the dream. Something is wrong here.
Yeah.
Those are enemy snakes.
Oh.
So dreams are metaphors, guys. You could also dream of being in water full of sharks. It's exactly that. Yeah. You are surrounded by people that are not trusted. You can't trust them. You are surrounded by sharks.
For sure. Yeah. Now that one is a very beautiful one, man.
But sometimes a shark could be a representation of Amanda, water spirits. But it all depends on what did you feel? What colors did you see that stood out to you in your dream? Then you will know that, oh, okay, this message wasn't a bad one. It was a good message. But this one, I was uneasy when I saw these sharks. Or what happened?
Awesome, man. We have another anonymous saying, "Good day, sir. I have a dream, and on that dream I was crying and sad. Then after a man saw me, and I went to his car to get forms for school for me to sign, saying he will pay for everything for me to study abroad. What does it mean?"
Again, that person has a spiritual gift. She's crying and she's sad because things are not okay right now. Then a man came. That man could be a representation of their ancestor, their spirit guide, or God himself, saying to you, I am going to help you. Look, she goes to the car. Again, the car is parked. She's going to get forms to going to school. So she's being shown that, hey, Amadlozi are supporting you. They are saying, we're going to give you money. You think there's no hope right now, but there's hope. Get the forms, we will give you money, and you will go through the process of Twasa, and you'll be okay. And the car will move again.
Yes, sir.
Going overseas. Which means you will progress and you will be
beautiful.
Not necessarily what physically you will go overseas. No.
So we had a side comment, someone asking, before I hand it over to you, we had someone asking, how much do you charge for consultations?
It's 250 rands
awesome.
Consultation.
Yes, sir.
And yes, they say I'm crazy for that. Apparently, I need to charge more, but I don't believe in that.
Yeah.
It says, Tawaza, what does it mean when you dream of your teeth paining?
So, what does it mean to dream of your teeth paining?
Okay, they are not falling off, right?
No,
because that's different. They are paining. So, teeth. Oh my gosh. Teeth, eyes, your ear pain. Those are the things that ancestors use when they want attention from you. People it's a teenager that needs a makobong because idlozi is now pressuring you. Your teeth will be painful. You'll have the most excruciating pain. And when you go to the dentist will say there's nothing wrong with your teeth. Then you'll know that it's ancestors that are talking to you. Now you are having this dream where the teeth are paining because they are telling you that, listen, we are now at the point where we're going to make your teeth pain. Teeth are part of your mouth. Your mouth is used for talking, which means it's used for prophesy. They will pain because it's a sign that you are not doing what you were meant for.
Awesome, man. We have another one similar to teeth, related to teeth.
Yeah.
Mkhulu, I'm a lady from PE. I have canine teeth. They are called fangs, or is it orbo? But I have those sharp, longer teeth. I dreamt of one being loose, and I just fell off. What could that possibly mean? And if you can please make a video of it. Well, we are live, Enrique said, but you also find this on YouTube. Yeah. But what does it mean?
That being said, one is asking, what does it mean when they fall off?
Yes.
But that is I made a video on that.
On that one.
I made a lot of videos.
Yes, I watched a video on that.
Your teeth falling usually happen when you're going through change. It could be spiritual change. You could be moving jobs. You could be, but the sign behind them falling is that you are about to lose things or you are losing things. I remember when I lost my job in 2019, I had a lot of dreams where I was losing my teeth. You remember, love, you were there. I lost my house. I lost my furniture. I lost friends. I lost family members who pretended to like me. So, yeah. But I like the fangs one.
Yes.
Because that's very unique. And I've never really had a question like that. But they suddenly showed me that those fangs, I assume they are on the other side of her mouth. Because they're like this. Yeah. They are like gateways. So they showed me like a gate between her and her spirit guides. If she dreams one of them is falling, it means she herself is falling in terms of her connection with her guides.
Yes.
So that gate needs to be
always intact.
And when she dreams of one of them, it's not right. She's also possibly going through some sort of change. It could be spiritual growth.
Yeah.
And if she doesn't sort out whatever they are trying to show her, she will have problems.
Okay, cool. Due to time, I'll just maybe do 2 more and then we close it off. But we appreciate everyone that sent through their dreams. I think we're gonna do more of this.
Yeah.
Maybe like once in a month.
Please, because I don't have time, and sometimes I feel so bad.
Yeah.
People send me so many questions, and I
Yes.
I feel like I'm ignoring them,
Yes.
and I'm not like that.
We'll figure it out. Maybe twice a month, two episodes dedicated on dreams. And I know that, if this dream is closely relatable to you, maybe you can, because like for me, when I came across your content at first, I came across your dreams. And
I wish I could speak to the fans person. Like they keep showing me so much. Okay, all right. So when you read and you learn about the Pleiades, which is a star system.
Yeah.
You read about the Pleiades being our origin, where most of the aliens that came to Earth millennia ago come from, right? When you read more about the aliens that still live there, you learn about the fact that they don't all look like us.
Yeah.
But they look humanoid, which means they've got legs, they've got arms, they're like just like us, but you will find there's those that look like panthers, like cats.
Yeah.
Right? What are the other ones? There's many of them that have different creature looks. This lady, her fangs, they just suddenly showed me the star system. She has some sort of link and connection. I think it has something to do with different lives. In her past life, she must have been an alien.
Wow.
That was like a cat. She must go on YouTube, learn about the Pleiadian star system, and read about the types of aliens. We can't prove it because NASA hasn't found it yet, but you do in your dreams run into such creatures that are humanoid, but others look like wolves, others look like cats, others look like dogs, but it's a creature. You can see it's like it's standing on 2 legs, and it's
sure. So
when suddenly now they were just talking about her. She's fascinating with her teeth, and I like the fact that in Xhosa they have a name for it. I will actually look for it in Zulu. I'm not sure about it.
Yeah. So also, I think we can maybe try to create some sort of like convenience where, because there was one comment asking for your contact details. Maybe you can share those for some other people to get it directly. But please bear in with Mkhulu when he takes time to respond.
Yeah. It gets hectic. My WhatsApp number, because I normally prefer you WhatsApp me. Because sometimes people call me and I'm in a meeting at work or I'm doing a reading.
Yeah.
And usually when I do readings, I'm doing readings on WhatsApp on the same number.
Yeah.
Someone said to me, maybe Mkhulu get another number. And I'm like, I will, but it's going to be too much for me. I already have a work phone. My work, they give me their number, they give me their phone. Then I have this one. So my WhatsApp number is 084-228-0366, 084-228-0366. Those guys overseas, it's +2784-228-0366, +2784
I'll write it down, it's fine.
228-0366.
You can also find them on the description below because I always attach them if you're watching on YouTube. But those who are watching us live on TikTok currently, hopefully you got the numbers. Paul, do you have any other dream on your side?
Please speak on dreaming about being in a foreign country.
Dreaming about being in a foreign country.
Okay. I think for that one, I would need specifics because
more context on it.
Yeah, because you could dream you're in a foreign country. Maybe you're remembering your past life.
Yeah.
You were in that country at that point. Maybe you are feeling like you don't belong where you are. Maybe you're in a relationship where you feel you don't belong. Maybe you have friends where you feel like, I don't fit in here.
Yeah.
And then you'll feel like you'll dream. Your subconscious is telling you your innermost feelings. So hence the reason why you will feel like, or you will dream as if you are in a foreign country.
For sure.
Yeah. So it's
Okay.
could be a number of reasons why you would.
So-
I would need context.
This will be the last one. Morning, Mkhulu. I dreamt of me and Ma. The English here. I dreamt of me and my granddad fighting people while we are fighting them. They shot him after I killed those people. So basically, he dreamt of him and his granddad fighting people.
Mhm.
While they were fighting, they shot his granddad after he killed those people. Just after killing, no, just like
So the people were dead already, but they managed to shoot him.
No, just after, you see, I said the English here, but that's why
Yeah.
I try to bring it into context. He dreams of him and his granddad fighting people.
Right.
While they were fighting, the guys that they were fighting, they shot his granddad.
Mhm.
After they shot the granddad, he killed the guys.
Oh,
His granddad.
okay. All right. Okay. I wish that person could tell us if the grandfather is still alive. Right.
No.
So chances are the grandfather is no longer alive.
Yes.
So the grandfather is passing on a message, right?
Yes.
That my death needs to be avenged. It was not a natural death. Someone did something. Now, hence the reason why he's dreaming that they are fighting with these people.
Yes.
So these dreams normally happen when you are going through something, or when indeed there is some people abatagatayo that are trying to do something.
Yeah.
Now it's so bad that the grandfather ended up passing on. If the grandfather is still alive, then in the dream is trying to say that your grandfather is fighting something that these people are doing. It could be black magic. Now, him seeing himself fighting them and killing them means that whatever he does in fighting back, he will be victorious.
Yeah. Cool. We have a very reckless dream here. I know I said the last one was
Reckless, sorry.
restless. I'm sorry about that, my
Okay.
pronunciation.
Same one there.
Yeah, you can start, Paul, and then I'll come afterwards.
Girl, in Tobela, I've dreamt of myself by the bank of the river and saw a male body inside the water.
So they dreamt of themselves
River bank.
at the riverbank, and then in the water there was a male body.
Yeah, they saw a male body.
Again, it's not clear. Is the male body dead, or do you get what I'm saying? So,
Yeah, we need more context.
so it could be that if the male body is not dead, I don't know if she's saying it's dead. It could be she's being shown her water spirits, Amandao. But she said it's a male body. So if Kuguti, maybe she saw like someone in the river coming out and the rest of the water is hiding the rest of this person, then it could be Indlondlo, you are right. Because usually Indlondlo sometimes shows themselves as half man, half snake. It's a creature that's very strange to look at, but it's not a bad creature. It usually is a creature that comes to try and teach you ways of healing people. So I don't know what male body.
I don't know. I might be wrong, but from my understanding, I think she was riverbank and then looking at the water
Yes.
down, and
That's when they saw the body.
And
Yeah.
they saw
Yeah.
the body.
Yeah,
And
we-
Well,
context
remember,
of
guys,
that
in English, a body means that person is no longer alive.
Yeah.
Usually you would say, I saw a man,
A man.
in the river,
Yeah.
not a male body.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm confused. Is this a dead person?
No, it's fine.
But let's assume she means she saw a male in the water. She probably was being shown water spirits. Maybe it's a merman, or that's a male mermaid.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a merman, and she's being shown her powers. That person is very gifted, and her answers lie in the water. In the
Yeah.
river. There are things that sangomas do. There are rituals that are done on the riverbank, exactly like she saw.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, this will be the
before we
last one.
close,
Okay.
we've got one Atina. She dreamt of teeth falling,
Yeah,
and after that, she lost everything.
yeah, okay, yeah.
Okay,
That's when you're losing stuff. Yes.
for sure. Good morning. Sorry for DM, but I'm really stressed. I need a meaning to my dream. I dreamt of my late dad coming with a car with a lot of woods. I was happy.
Wood.
Woods. Yes, wood.
Yeah.
Wood.
Yeah.
So plurally, woods.
Yes.
So I dreamt of my late dad coming with a car.
No, you don't say woods. You say wood.
Wood. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So okay, again, I dreamt of my late dad coming with a car with a lot of wood. I was happy. I was chatting with him. Then I was packing the wood with so the people only that was able to carry heavy woods myself. Can I just read this prior? I'll read it first, how she's written it, and then I'll try to make sense of it. Because maybe the grammar and the English here. So I was happy. I was chatting with him. I was packing the woods with. So people only that I was able to carry heavy woods myself. Then certain lady called me. She used to be our tenant. She gave me some bean to cook. As I was cooking, some snake or big worm, I'm not very sure, but I think it's a snake, started to come out of my body. It was not painful, but the more we took them out, the more it was coming. We tried to burn it, but it was not burning or biting anyone. I looked for my dad, but I could not see him anymore. But from far, I saw my sister and my best friend talking. They were far, but I was able to hear them. They were saying it was not good, but it was about me. Oh, they were saying it was not good, but it was about me. And I woke up. Okay, let me try to make sense of the dream, because the grammar, as you can, tell as I'm trying to read.
I think I know what she's saying.
Yeah.
So she's saying that her father came with wood.
Yes.
And when she took the wood and she got help to go and light the fire, then she started making beans.
Yes.
Beans are normally viewed as traditional food. So this person needs to do some sort of function for her father. But there's something that she's going to go through. She sees snakes.
So the snake was coming out of her, but she didn't feel any pain.
Yeah, she said it wasn't one, right?
Yeah, a lot of them.
A lot of them. But she said it.
The more they eat, the more they come up.
They eat.
I get it like she was eating beans.
Yeah.
Yes. She gave me some beans to cook. As I was cooking, some snake or big worm, I'm not very sure, but I think it's a snake, started to come out of my body, but it was not painful. But the more we took them out, more was coming. So the more they take out the snakes, the more was coming.
Yeah. So I was confused by the eating part.
Sure.
So she now suddenly, when she's making this beans, the snakes start coming out of her body. But she says she's not sure whether it's a snake or a worm, but it looked like a snake. Right? So then she continues to then say she starts hearing her friends talking badly about her, but very far from her. Right? So this dream is talking about a process that she's going to go through. Right? Now, beans are normally viewed as a traditional staple food. That is used when we're doing ilati, or when we'll have beans, we'll have spinach and what. So now already we understand this is a dream that is coming from her ancestors, and it's a message. When she sees wood, wood is used to make fire so that we can have a traditional pot, which means Ubaba is saying to her, there is a function, a traditional function that she has to do, that she has to go through. Now she sees herself cooking beans. When we are cooking, we are putting things together so that there is something new that will come out, which means in the process of doing this function, there is something that's going to change in her. Now she sees herself having snakes or some creatures coming out of her. These creatures could be a representation of something that was put in her by someone evil that needs to come out. And when it comes out, she will then become more clearer in her aura and her gift. Hence the reason why now she can hear people from a distance, which means her gift is now clearer and she can now see things. She can now be able to translate and find people that are her enemies, that are talking badly behind her back. So the father, who has passed on, is trying to tell her, hey, there's something that you need to go through that uses wood, which means it's a function of some kind. This could be Tuasa, by the way. It could be anything. We would need to do a consultation and see, what is the father trying to say? Do you get what I'm saying? But it has something to do with tradition. The snakes that are coming out of her, why are they coming out of her? Which means they are not in a good space in her, which means they're not supposed to be inside of her. She says there was no pain, but they came out of her. And then she started being able to hear people. I think, yeah, the grammar is a bit, but I think I understand what she's saying.
Yeah.
The father is basically bringing her an important message.
For sure.
Yeah.
Thank you, man. This was our first time translating dreams, and yeah, we tried our best. We'll try it again. In fact, like we'll try to make this like as frequent as possible, where we are translating dreams. At most, we're always gonna announce on TikTok to say, okay, cool, do send through your dreams, then we'll translate them. We're gonna make this a norm, our culture. But thank you for sending through your dreams. For those who didn't get any translations on their dreams, please bear in with us. But Mkhulu will promptly like respond to you. He has shared his number. I'll also attach it down below on the description. And then also those who watch on TikTok, thank you for following us. Thank you for watching us.
Someone watching us.
Yeah.
As an old man here. She aborted years ago.
Mm.
She was never cleansed.
Mm.
Please go and consult. Your grandfather is concerned. I think it's your great-great-grandfather. No, it's like, yeah, great-grandfather from your father's side. Yeah, he's showing me three generations back. So it's basically your father's grandfather. He says it was wrong what you did, but they forgave you for the abortion. But please get cleansing and do iladi to name the child so that things can flow again once again in your life. Because he says you suddenly have realized that there's things that have slowed down in your life. They are not moving forward. Please go and get cleansed, Gogo. They are not judging you. They are okay, but they just wish for you to be cleansed. So awesome.
Thank you. Yeah, man, that was it, man. I think we're gonna do more of this. Like, these are important. I'm going to connect like this with the spirit. This was really awesome. But yeah, man, from me to you, from the team, Malwande, Mpo, Buhle, and Mkhulu, we'll see you on the other side. Please subscribe. If you enjoyed this episode, comment down below. As part of the culture of the episode, you comment down below where you're watching this from. So you comment your location, or you drop down like the flag of which you're watching this episode from. But we thank you. We'll see you on the other side.
Of course.